Hey, how you doing? So let's talk about student confidence versus rigor. Is there a balance to it? Is there a balance to rigor in music learning and student confidence? Let's talk about it. So, for those who don't know, my name is Melody Biggins, and I teach children how to play a musical instrument so well they earn college scholarships. As a matter of fact, once your child enters our virtual music academy, we will teach them how to read music, play their instrument, and perform a home concert for you in less than 30 days. So, let's get into it. Now, for those who don't understand education speak. Rigor, it's a couple definitions of rigor, but I'm going to use this definition here. So the definition of rigor is an instruction, schoolwork, learning experiences, and educational expectations that are academically, intellectually, and personally challenging. Another definition that I like reads a demanding yet accessible curriculum that engenders critical thinking skills as well as content knowledge. Students should raise questions, think, reason, solve problems, and reflect. Now, with student confidence, we're looking at in education speak, it's called efficacy. It's the belief that I can achieve. It's the belief that I can perform. It's the belief that I can read. So we all talk about teacher efficacy and student efficacy. That's an educational term that deals with their internal battles that they're dealing with when it comes to learning concepts and skills. So the problem is if you don't have good confidence and you try to incorporate rigor, then it just does nothing but become a weight. It just starts burdening the child because the child is dealing with some internal struggles or what have you. Meanwhile, if your child has high confidence and low rigor, then it's almost like it's a denial because the child thinks I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. I'm like, no, the music's too easy, music's too easy, music's too easy. Let's make the music difficult. And then you use the rigor to push up. You use the rigor to push that confidence to the next level, and then you increase the rigor again, and you push the confidence up, and then you increase the rigor again. You push the confidence up. So, how do you do that? How do you have a balance towards student confidence and rigor in music education? So let's do this. Number one, you keep it simple. You narrow it down to the concept of skill, no less than 3. I like to use 2 concept of skills per practice session because you're really working on some simple execution task. And again, we teach towards mastery. We don't teach to the performance. We don't teach to the test. We teach towards mastery. And then once they achieve mastery, then they're able to perform. So now the next thing is you need to also help your child quick comparison because every child learns differently. Every child starts at a different point. So don't compare your child's success to another child's achievement at the same age. You don't know what that journey the child took to get to that level. You don't know how many hours they put in throughout the week to get to that level. You just don't know. It just never helps. And then again, next, positive self-talk and the visualization of success. So a lot of what we do in our academy, we do a lot of like musicians' mindset. And I talk about it in my videos about the mindset of a musician, how you see yourself when you perform, how you see yourself when you execute. Having that confidence and that self-talk, that positive visualization of success, and more importantly, believing that it can happen to you. Not, oh, that's just for that student, or that's just for that child, or that's just for that person. No, it can actually happen for you. And believing that goes a long way because when the rigor starts increasing, then you get that, oh, I can do this. Oh, really? Oh, let's go. Let me prove it to myself, not prove it to anybody else outside of you. They have it for themselves. Celebrating the wins, no matter how small. For my little learners, we have dance parties. Anytime we are able to play a song without an error or we learn a new note, we have a dance party. Like in Grey's Anatomy, if those are Grey's Anatomy fans, Mare and Christina dance it out, dance it out, dance it out. So we dance it out. We dance it out for our little learners because we want them to celebrate their wins because we have to teach them how to progress. We got to teach them the act of progression. It's not straight. It's like this. It goes up, and at every point we celebrate those wins. All right, and then for the parents, affirming your child and acknowledging their humanness. These are little humans, guys. Parents, we have little humans. They're not perfect replicas of ourselves. They're tabula rasas. They're clean slates, and our job is to affirm them and acknowledge their humanness. And when they err, we just guide them. It's almost like a ratcheting. We just guide them back on the track. It's like they kind of veer off. We just kind of put them back and just put them right back. Not forcefully but gently. So acknowledge their humanness, acknowledge that they can err, but they don't have to stay there. You don't have to be wrong or you don't have to be right, but you can make a misstep, but it's okay to get back on track. And then recognizing every contribution towards mastery of the concept or skill. That goes back to celebrating the wins, but recognizing the contribution. Being able to talk to your child and say, I know you're working hard. Let's just try it a different way. I know you were doing the best you can. Let's take a step back and find out what is the error in our thinking that got us to this point. Just doing those things, detaching yourself from the result of the rigor, because everybody likes to talk about rigor. We have a rigorous program. Everybody likes to advertise the program as rigorous. But do we ever really talk about the confidence level in the children? Do we ever talk about how the children feel while they're learning? Do we ever talk about, are they excited to learn difficult stuff? Are they excited to learn more things? Do they really get that kind of excitement? So if that is you, if you're that parent that wants to be a part of a program that knows the difference between developing student confidence and also developing rigor and having the best of both worlds, having an academically, musically challenging program, and at the same time teaching to the whole child, you need us to teach your child. Download our Master Music Roadmap and go ahead and schedule a music discovery session, because you know what? There's some things that are happening in your home that we need to get to the bottom of, and we need to put together a customized plan of attack to where we can get your child on the pathway to musical excellence. I'll see you soon.